Hey everyone, and welcome back to the channel. So today, let's take a look at the 6th generation Toyota 4Runner. This is a TRD Sport Premium. Huge shout out to Flow Toyota Statesville for providing this SUV for me today. Take a look at their website. That link is down in the description. This TRD Sport is finished off in cutting edge. MSRP is just over $62,000. This is powered by the 2.4 liter 4-cylinder turbo. It's paired to the 8-speed automatic, and it pumps out 278 horsepower, 317 pound-feet of torque. This model here is rear-wheel drive with the part-time 4-wheel drive system. Weighs in around 4,600 pounds. It'll do 0 to 60 in 7.5 seconds. Top speed is 113 miles an hour. This also has a fuel capacity of 19 gallons. You'll expect to see 19 miles per gallon in the city and 25 out on the highway. This has a wheelbase of 112.2 inches. Its overall length is 194.9. It has a width of 78, a height of 72.6, and its ground clearance measures in at 9.2 inches. Now, as we take a look at the exterior styling for the Sport, the biggest difference between some of the other models is the hood scoop up top, finished off in gloss black with some really nice bulges coming down both sides. You'll notice too the thin upper grille, which also has a blacked out Toyota badge. And then there's a sensor for distance pacing, parking sensors, even fog lights in the lower section, which is finished off in gloss black. There's also a dark housing for all of the lighting up top. And then you'll notice the lower air dam, which a lot of the Toyota models is coming with. Very simple to remove if you don't like the look of it, but it's there to provide you with better MPG, better airflow and aerodynamics. Along with that, there's also the cutouts in the fender flares, which are body colored for this model. Now, this TRD Sport does have an aftermarket set of tires along with the 20-inch wheel, which gives it a good look. You'll notice mud flaps along with the side steps, and then there's also a camera and a turn signal on the side mirrors. And then as we work our way up top, there's the dealer installed roof rack system, and there's a sunroof too. And then some really nice lines and edges with this particular color. It really shows those lines and curves very nicely. Working our way to the back, there's the body colored spoiler with the third brake light and the wiper blade. There's LEDs for the lighting, backup camera with all the parking sensors. This can tow right around 6,000 pounds. You'll notice the high clearance design for that exhaust. There's also a full-size spare underneath. Now, with the 4Runner, Toyota has still retained the sliding rear glass, where you have two buttons here where you can lock and unlock the vehicle along with sliding this up and down. So really neat. If you don't want to open up the whole liftgate system, you can quickly do that. Or you can use the button underneath, of course, where this has a power operating liftgate. You can use the key fob to operate that too. Now in back, as you can tell with some of the items here, you have a lot of space to place in anything that you would like. You do have some storage bins on both sides. And then there's also JBL for the audio. There's an outlet and then some tie-down hooks. And of course, you can fold down the second row seating if you need even more space. So for the sizing of this SUV, it is very practical. There's also some gloss black accents on the door handle. And then for the interior, pretty simple door panel, but you do have a small drink holder, a little bit of space behind that, and then some rugged materials for the grab handle there. And then taking a look at these seats, they have a nice design to them. You can also fold these seats flat and lift up the base of them. So if you need to get in items like this, you can easily reach into the back there. You can have the seat flat if needed and then back in its upright position. Now you do get a grab handle for your back passengers. We're at 5'10". I have a good bit of space. There's also some storage pockets, vents and auxiliaries in the middle. And then at my height, I have about 2 inches or so of headroom, so I can sit upright and be comfortable. It is a pretty spacious two-row SUV for adults to be in the back. And then you have the armrest and cup holders right in the middle. And then the cargo windows are pretty large, so you can easily see around that pillar in the back. Up front, this has memory seating adjustments for the driver. You have the window control, side mirror adjustments, and then storage in that split design. Hey everyone, so today's video is brought to you by LastFit. We will be installing a set of all-weather floor mats for this Toyota. You can, of course, get these for other Toyota models as well. Take a look at the link down in the description, where you can also use our promo code to save money on a full set. Depending on the model that you're going with, you can get front, second row seating, and cargo, along with even third row seating as well. The all-weather floor mats are going to give you a lot more protection versus the standard carpeted mats that come with these models. They're very easy to remove, to clean much quicker, and they provide you with a laser fitment to provide you with a lot more coverage, and there's even a lip to keep less dirt from going up underneath. So it's really going to protect the interior of your car very nicely. I've really enjoyed the set that I have on my current vehicle. It is a huge difference over the factory floor mat. So especially if you're using your vehicle every single day, it's going to keep that interior nice and clean. So use that promo code down in the description below and get a set for your own vehicle. And then there is a power operating front seat, which has a nice look to it. Now it's not that high of an SUV, so it's easy to enter. And then as we start this up, there's a solid and perforated leather steering wheel. On the right side, there's mode and tuning, all of the cruise control settings. And then on the left side, there's volume, Bluetooth, and voice commands. And then you have the arrows to go through the digital gauge cluster. Now you'll notice that you do have 3 different settings here that you can go through. And if you hold on OK, this is how you can go between the left, the middle, and the right. So you can go through all this information just depending on what you would like to have, and you have those 3 presets as needed, which is really nice. Now on the left side, you have the ability to change the pitch of the headlights. There's a dimmer switch for the gauges, fuel cap release, automatic high beams, traction control, power outlet in the bed. You can open and close the rear liftgate too. You get 1 air vent above that. And then with the JBL audio system, you have the removable Bluetooth speaker, which is nice. And then underneath that, the large infotainment system, where this model has a screen protector on it. You have some shortcuts on this left side that you can easily get into. And then of course you can pair your phone to this system and go through all of that information. Now there's vents underneath that along with volume. And then this particular truck has a single zone for the climate. So you have temperature on the left, fan speed on the right. It still comes with heated and ventilated seats, heated steering wheel, and then you have some toggles for defrosters and where you would like the air. There's also a small storage cubby on that left side. You get wireless charging with auxiliaries. There's also a hook here, so your passenger can place some items. They have a grab handle too. And then with this in reverse, you do have the 360 camera system. So you can go through all of these angles just depending on what you would like to see. And then you can also shift using the shifter here. On the left side of that, there's the e-brake with auto hold, and then your 4-wheel drive selector. So just basic 4 high and 4 low, and then tow and haul mode and the different driving modes. So you have 3 that you can go through here depending on the throttle response that you would like. And then behind that, there's a shortcut to the camera system. So you can go through 2 different angles here just to see around the vehicle. You have cup holders, a little bit of storage in the armrest, and then a locking glove box. There's also a little bit more storage up top, and you have an auxiliary there too, so you can charge items in that cubby. You get garage door buttons, along with a sunglass holder, dome lights, and controls for the sunroof. The sunshade is manually adjusting. And then here's a look at visibility over both shoulders, where it's very easy to see. As we set up behind the wheel now for the 4Runner TRD Sport, this is the second one that I've been able to review. My brother has been able to review some more trim levels, but if you're new to the channel, I own a 25 Tacoma TRD off-road hybrid. So this has a very similar interior to my Tacoma, minus not having the hybrid system. So same with the Tacoma, you can get this engine too, which I have been able to drive in the Tacoma. So I'm pretty familiar with the power outlet of this engine as well. This is a really nice model to go with. The 4Runner is a very rugged SUV in today's market where there's a lot of unibody construction SUVs. It really just depends though on what you were looking for out of your SUV. This is going to give you not quite as smooth of a ride as some of those models, but it's smooth regardless. This is just more of that truck platform with this SUV. It can tow a good bit for its sizing as well, and you just have a really good utility type of vehicle. I wish I could keep going straight off of the pavement there because this could handle some off-roading situations. Now what's interesting from Toyota as well, and when I was building my 25 Tacoma, you don't really have too many standalone options for these vehicles. So you basically have several different packages that you can pick where you get a bundle of items. So I just finished driving a 4Runner Limited. Now we're in this TRD Sport where everything is pretty much the same, minus not having dual zones. So this has a single zone, even though it's a premium model. Very interesting to see that. I'm not exactly sure which package would eliminate that since we have the JBL audio. We have a lot of nice materials and options for this for it to not have the dual zone. So it's even interesting to see that as well. I would like to see a lot of standalone options from Toyota. I spec'd mine with the premium TRD off-road package for a few items, and I got some items that I'm not really going to use, where it would have been nice to just kind of choose those options that I truly wanted. But regardless of that, these are phenomenal vehicles. The 5th generation of 4Runner was due for an update. I think the last 5th gen ran for 10 years. There were some facelifts here and there and some updates, but it was pretty much the same underneath for a long time. Ooh, a lifted Land Cruiser. That looks sweet. So it was time for an update. We have more power even from this base engine over the outgoing V6. We have an 8-speed versus the 5-speed, which the 4Runner was in dire need of some more gears. Obviously, you could have re-geared it, but that involves a lot of money and the work to do it. This drives so nice. Very similar to my Tacoma, of course, so that's my best experience with this. Out on the highway, it's going to drive very nice. Shifts very smooth. It's just a really nice power plant for the new 4Runner and Tacoma. So if you're not a huge fan of the 4-cylinder, drive one first, maybe even drive one back-to-back to the outgoing models, so that way you can see the differences. It's a really nice model in my opinion. It drives nice, it's very smooth. I have a good bit of headroom too, and this is a height adjustable seat, so you could be taller than me and still fit comfortably. So I have it in sport mode. From second gear, we'll give it a small acceleration. And just like that, we can get up to speed. You can also use the shifter to hold a gear as well. So we're in S5 right now. It will not go 6th, 7th, or 8th because I have it in that selected gear. So if you're towing or off the pavement, you can utilize that system as well. But with the power for what I was able to do, this has a good bit of get up and go to it. Again, it has more torque than the outgoing V6. So we have a little bit more pickup for this, which is nice. But this is what it's like to be behind the wheel for the 4Runner. And like I mentioned, you have several different ways that you can spec these. So many different trim levels as well. The Limited I was just in has a full-time 4-wheel drive system versus just being rear-wheel drive biased here with the 4-wheel drive. And then of course you can go up to the Pros and the off-roads where you get crawl control and some more of the off-roading tech features, locking differentials and things like that. So just depending on how you're driving this, what you are using it for, you have a lot of different ways that you can spec it. They're all going to be fairly similar. You do have some interior color options, which is nice. And then as we emerge back into traffic here, just in the automatic setting, sport mode gives it a little bit more throttle response. So the RPM jumps up slightly compared to if you put it in normal or eco. But this is great. The seating position is good. You have a good outlook out of the front with the thin pillars there, really good visibility overall, and just a great pet-friendly vehicle too. A lot of 4Runner owners like that sliding rear glass because you can have that down for your dogs, your pets that are in the back, and it's really just a convenient way to use it. You can also control it from here. So unlike a window that just opens up, you can actually do this from the driver's seat, which is very nice. But we've been able to film a lot of the trim levels, so if you want to see some of the other models, take a look at those on our channel, and that's going to wrap it up for this TRD Sport. Once again, huge shout out to Flow Toyota Statesville for providing this for me today. Take a look at their website, give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it, and consider smashing that subscribe button so you can stay up to date with our daily uploads, and I'll see you all in the next video.